Okay, here's a thought. What if the sheer elegance of Real Madrid
Hmm.
met well, the relentless energy of Jürgen Klopp?
Hmm.
Could we actually see Los Blancos, famed for controlling games, suddenly turn into this high-octane pressing machine?
It's a wild idea, isn't it? But fascinating. And yeah, that's exactly the scenario we're diving into today. Klopp at Real Madrid.
Right.
We'll look at his whole Gegenpressing thing, his history against Madrid, and crucially, whether his ideas could even, work there.
And maybe who he'd want to sign.
Yeah, we might even get into a bit of transfer speculation later on. Could be fun.
Okay, so Gegenpressing. People hear the term all the time, but what is it really at its core? Break it down for us.
Right. Well, simply put, it's about winning the ball back immediately after you lose it, like instantly.
Okay.
The whole team reacts, swarms the opponent, ideally high up the pitch, right in their half. The idea is to hit them when they're disorganized, just after they've won possession themselves.
So it's a tactical ambush, almost.
Exactly. A coordinated ambush. You force a mistake, win it back, and bang, you're attacking again before they know it's hit them. It's that quick switch.
But it's not just headless running. What does it really demand from the players?
Oh, definitely not headless. Stamina is huge, obviously. You need players who can run and run and run.
Hands up, stop.
Pretty much. But it's also about smarts, positional sense, knowing when to press, how to cut off the options, and then crucially, that super fast transition once you do win it back.
And looking at Klopp's career, it feels like he often prefers to build something, to really stamp his philosophy on a team rather than just managing existing stars.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Our analysis points that way too. His biggest successes, Liverpool, Dortmund, they came when he had time to really shape the squad, instill that collective belief, that pressing identity.
Right, not just inheriting a ready-made Galactico side.
Precisely. While he's worked with top players, his real magic seems to be in creating that unit, that shared mentality.
Which brings us to his actual history against Real Madrid. We've seen some pretty epic Champions League clashes, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Some classics. And those games definitely give us clues.
What kind of clues? Because Liverpool lost some big ones against them.
They did, especially those finals. But what's interesting is Klopp, even after losing, often praised Real Madrid's quality, their sort of composure under pressure.
Which makes sense. Real Madrid, historically, they're often happy to soak up pressure, stay controlled, and then hit you with devastating speed and quality on the counter. It's almost the opposite style, isn't it?
It really is a clash of philosophies. Real Madrid's ability to keep the ball, even when pressed, and their sheer individual brilliance in attack, that often proved decisive against Klopp's teams.
So does that suggest it just wouldn't work, that the styles are too different? Or could Klopp, tweak his approach for Real?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Those past games show the strengths of both sides. Real can weather the storm. Klopp's challenge was always disrupting their rhythm enough, stopping those killer moments.
Okay, let's imagine he actually gets the job. How does the current Real Madrid squad fit into this pressing mold? Are they built for it?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. You look at the squad, and you see players who could definitely thrive.
Like who?
Jude Bellingham, for starters.
Yep.
His engine is incredible, covers so much ground, wins tackles, drives forward. He feels almost tailor-made for a Klopp midfield.
Yeah, I can see that.
And up front, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo. They've got the pace, the work rate. They track back already. You could see them leading the press.
Okay. Energetic guys, check. But what about, say, Luka Modric? A genius, obviously, but his game is about dictating tempo, isn't it? Not necessarily frantic pressing for 90 minutes.
That's a really crucial point. Players like Modric, maybe Kroos before he retired, their brilliance lies in control, in slowing things down, picking the perfect pass. Klopp's system demands constant high-intensity movement off the ball. It'd be a massive adjustment for someone like Modric. His quality is undeniable, but his role might have to change drastically. Or maybe he just wouldn't fit that core approach.
And the overall fitness. Klopp's teams are famous for being machines. Would the Madrid squad need a serious physical upgrade?
Oh, absolutely, no question. Gegenpressing done properly is brutally demanding.
So new training methods.
Definitely. You'd expect a huge shift. Much more focus on repeated sprints, high-intensity drills, pressing triggers, recovery. It's fundamental to making a system work. Non-negotiable, really.
Interesting. And there were those whispers a while back about Klopp admiring Trent Alexander-Arnold. How would a player like him, amazing going forward but sometimes questioned defensively, fit in?
Yeah, that's a classic Klopp puzzle, isn't it? You've got this incredible attacking weapon.
Unbelievable passer.
Right. But in Klopp's system, everyone defends. Everyone presses. So you'd imagine Klopp would work intensely on the tactical side with him, improving positioning, defensive awareness within the team structure, trying to find that balance so you get the attacking threat without being too exposed.
Okay, let's play fantasy football for a second.
Yeah.
If Klopp lands in Madrid, who's on his shopping list, based on his usual type of player?
Okay. Well, thinking about that high work rate, pressing ability, versatility,
Yeah?
up front, maybe someone like Victor Osimhen, relentless runner, presses from the front, scores goals, seems like a Klopp type.
I can see that. Midfield.
Nicolo Barella, maybe, endless energy, smart, wins the ball back constantly, fits the profile perfectly. And maybe out wide or wing back,
Yeah.
Jeremy Frimpong, so much pace and energy, or even Luis Diaz Klopp knows him inside out, total high energy winger.
Right, players build for intensity. So, back to the big question. Could it actually work? Klopp at Real Madrid. Success or failure?
It's so tough to call, honestly. On one side, you've got the potential clash. His intense direct football versus Madrid's tradition of, let's say, more controlled elegance. Plus, managing those huge global stars. It's different from building a team at Liverpool or Dortmund.
The egos, the expectations.
Exactly, but on the other hand, the guy's a winner. Everywhere he's been, he builds incredible team spirit, gets players running through walls for him.
That passion could be infectious, even at Real Madrid.
You'd think so. That winning mentality, that ability to unify a group. Maybe that's exactly what they need for their next era.
But it wouldn't be easy.
No way. It would mean huge changes. Training, like we said. Player roles would shift. The whole feel of the team, the culture. It would be massive evolution, tactically and culturally.
It really would. A fascinating what if. It's more than just a transfer rumor, isn't it? It's like a potential collision of footballing worlds, different styles, different histories.
Absolutely. A genuine clash of titans, potentially reshaping the game. But, thinking about styles, what if we flipped it? Instead of Klopp's attack, what about a team built purely on defense? An iron wall against an unstoppable force.
Ooh, interesting.
Join us next time as we explore that. Can a fortress truly withstand a siege?
Looking forward to that one. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this soccer discussion and subscribe to the AI GOAT podcast for more epic soccer deep dives. Thanks for tuning in.